What is up, RuneScape.com? It's your boy Yama here. It's back with another video. Today I want to talk about Yama. I just like, now that things are kind of settling down a little bit, and I think the hype's a little bit died down. I just want to kind of give my takes on Yama and what effects it may have or may not have on the market, and just kind of the things that I saw from briefly looking over how Yama is doing. So we have Yama. This is boss, whatever. I don't know too much about the mechanics or anything like that. I don't really care too much. I know the contracts you can people were flipping those in our Discord and they were making a ton of money, but they just got wrecked because they just updated the drop rates on them or something like that, or I don't know what happened to them, but they're like kind of really speculative. So my first disclaimer to everybody trading Yama specific items is unless you're like very confident or have a lot of money you don't mind losing, I just wouldn't trade a lot of the speculative stuff, because a lot of stuff that comes out in my experience I've seen is usually overhyped in the beginning because people just FOMO into it. FOMO meaning fear of missing out. They want to get it and they just try to trade, think they can make a quick buck, but they end up getting wrecked because the volatility of items influenced by a lot of different things like updates. Content creators greatly influence the price of items, like especially when it comes to like these oath plate stuff. I've already seen them in like a bajillion different videos claiming it's the best thing to happen since old school RuneScape, since sliced bread, all this other stuff. I don't know anything about it, but I'm just saying like it's majorly influenced. I'm not 100% sure. I think this is just like good slash stuff. Let's just kind of read it and see if it'll tell me the set bonus real quick. Okay. So, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have any bonuses, but it's just like a high slash item. So, I don't see a lot of value in it, except for it's just like a certain level power armor. It seems to be. Whatever. It's just a new nice item to come out, I guess. So we have that stuff from the Yama drop or whatever, and we have all these other things, which I don't know very much about, so I'm just not going to really care about that, really. So looking at the other drops, we have Pineapple Pizza, Wild Pie, Prayer Potion, Super Restore Mix, Super Combat Potion. None of this is going to really affect the market whatsoever. Most people are probably going to skip these or just pick them up so they can continue doing trips. It's not really going to influence the market whatever at all. Whatever. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? The things I was like interested in when I was seeing are like these. When Yama first dropped, people were getting like Rune Plate Body, Rune Chain Bodies, and other alkables for like 2,000 to 3,000 lower than the alk rate. But I figured that was going to be because of the hype and people are rushing into it. But as the novelty wears off and people hop off the item, it wasn't really going to be doing anything. So I have my market scanner from 07GG here. So we have battle staffs here, and as you can see, there's a trend that they dove quite a bit from when Yama came out, and they're starting to looks like equal out again, because if we go to 3 months, that's the low for the 3 months there. It is an all-time low there for the year. It is nowhere near the all-time low in its entirety, but it caused another huge dip in the market here. So it is it's at a really good point for the year to be trading still. It's near the bottom, but I think that like once the novelty wears off in Yama, I don't know. For what it looks like, I don't think Yama's really putting out anything that's super crazy. I haven't heard anything super insane about this boss. It's just another nice piece of content, but people probably won't be camping this thing because I don't see anything in this drop table that's like super cool or super good or anything like that. But I know we have like the new Aether runes, whatever, but I'll get down there, whatever. But blood runes, though, significantly, I think these are a good buy and hold right now. If we go back to the market scanner here, I pulled those up, and they are dropping for the week. They're, whatever. Sorry, for the month they're at the lowest point. 3 months they're at the lowest point. 1 year they're near the lowest point, and they're pretty close to the all-time low here. I think that this will come back up, though. This is extremely speculative here, so invest in these at your own risk. But I think that these will climb again because, like I said, the novelty of Yama will wear off unless something drastically happens or I completely miss something about Yama that I don't know anything about. These will probably climb back up and you'll make a bunch of money if like you got like 100 mil laying around and you just want to buy. Try to get a good price for them, obviously. So the strategy I would have is try to get them at the lowest price possible. Maybe just keep flipping them, but I think they will flip trending up here pretty soon. I think like from the next couple weeks going forward, unless Jagex releases some sort of like balancing buff to it or make it easier to kill or something like that. Because if we go back to the drop table, This is a high amount, 1 in 31. You're getting 400 blood runes, and there's a lot of people killing Yama right now, so that's a lot of blood runes entering, and I think the chart shows significantly that people are killing the crap out of it. So law runes, kind of the same thing going on here. I would say that's another decent one to go into, because if we look at the 1 month here, we saw a significant dump in price. I would say law runes may also climb back up. They did seem to dive as well. I don't think they'll sit here for too long, but these kind of... I'm just not a big buy-in holder, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of this stuff has caused dives in the market. Smoke runes, for whatever reason, I don't know the mechanics of Yama, what's going on here, but when I looked at smoke runes, they freaking spiked. This is kind of what I got off of them, too, because I was, like, over here flipping them. Because I think smoke runes are really good for flipping. You can make, like, a decent chunk of money. I was getting, like, 400 or 500K of these a week. Whatever. Making mills on them. It's just easy flip when it spiked like crazy here, which I believe is somewhere around the Yama release. I just stayed away from them because that happened with the Firewoods as well. It just got cooked. Like the rune got cooked out and whatever. Now it's kind of like coming down a little bit, but they're still a little bit more expensive than they used to be, so I just haven't really been touching that. Firewoods, this is a big one to talk about. Let's hop back over here. This is what I'm talking about. I think Firewoods are fuel to kill Yama or something to do with that mechanic or whatever. But if we look at the 1 day here, it's already started to dive back down to 6 and 5, so it looks like the market is correcting. It's a crazy time, but this is kind of pointing to me, if this is the main fuel to kill Yama or whatever, if it's at 6.5 back already, that means the novelty, in my opinion, is probably wearing off. So any of the items that took huge dives, this is kind of like, I'm thinking that all the things that people are like dumping into the market are going to slowly start to wear off because people are going to pull back from Yama, I think, a lot more because the hype of releases died off. So a lot of those items that dove, you're in a good position to, based on this fire rune here, like going back to normal prices again. I think the investments will pay off soon. So like, let's say blood runes. I think blood runes will start to climb again because they'll stop getting blood injected from rune crafting. So this catalyst, I think, became the best rune crafting experience in the game. I think that Autobox had a whatever. So that I think would be, I would think that these are too speculative to go into. I had those opened up as well. Catalyst here. It's way too soon to tell. I would not be flipping these. I don't think, like, unless you're in some sort of like speculative group. Like, as you can see here, when it first came out, they were super expensive. They were really expensive, and they're already starting to dive. They look like they're kind of recovering here, but these might just keep crashing because people just might not want them. So then they'll just have no value in the market. It's just like new stuff. I don't know. I just stay away from it. I just wanted to comment on some of the things I noticed that are kind of like easy softball speculations, like the blood runes I think would cause a crash. Looks like rune plate body, battle staff chain bodies. Easy things to flip that are just going to be getting injected from Yama kills. The last thing I just wanted to really talk about, and I think I should have started with this, is this demon dung. Okay. Now it's to like punish you. But the first thing I did was look at if it was tradable. And it is tradable. So I do think that this is going to be a hot commodity, like a major hot commodity in the entire video should have just been about this. I mean, talk about that other stuff. I'm not too like, maybe I'll cut a lot of that stuff out. But this is what I think we need to talk about from Yama. This is going to be, I think, a major player for people. This is going to be slept on. This is going to be flipped like crazy. People are going to be collecting this like crazy, bro. Like, nobody's going to use this as ultra compost. This is a unique drop that people don't want to try to get. So this may or may not fetch for like a really extremely high price on the collector markets and all bulks, man. Like this, man, if you can, I don't know. I got a feeling about this demon dung because it is tradable, but it doesn't have a GE price. So I think that it's going to be massive potential profit here. Like I'm super speculating. I'm super hyping this up, man. So like whatever. And I don't know, man. Like I got a feeling about this. You need to go get this item, maybe, and then try to flip it or whatever. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be the next big collector hype. Anyway, so that's my video. Check out the links down below. 07.gg. Really awesome tool to scan. It's got a market scanner, recipe scanner. This recipe scanner, dude, I got some like shorts coming out, like make some killer money here. These 315k per whatever. I just set some trades in and I got like 9 of them overnight. So like 315k profit. I got 9 of them overnight, and it's just like it's free money. You come in here and you like, oh my gosh, look, making Ceradama sword. I could buy this hilt here, no requirements, just buy the hilt and the blade, get lucky and get one of the 39 and sell it for 4.5 mil. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You just come in here and refresh it every single day. It just gives you all that. I don't know. It's awesome. It's an awesome tool. So I just wanted to plug this because yeah, it's a really good tool. But like Demon Dung, bro. This is the future. This is the future. So peace out. Check out the links down below. Please subscribe. Catch you later.